Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Between the Cincinnati Bengals, Jackson, and the Minnesota Vikings. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Check 99, check 99.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Watch two. I got you. Choose the mic.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 22, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Choose the mic.
So don't say nothing. Mike 2, Mike 2. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now Jackson on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Don't get nervous.
Choose the mic.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 14-10. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's caught. Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. third down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Watch the end. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Right there, right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
That's how you score.
John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Let's go one more. Choose the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the shoot.
On first down, it's Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
Got to get lined up, boys.
Touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through.
Got to get lined up.
Tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-17. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Oh. We wanted to get that boy that work.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
stop the run, suffocate the pass. Let's go.
Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
That nigga fumble, man.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off.
Stop the run, suffocate the pass. Let's go.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just what you used to do, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
I was gonna say, they gave that nigga that bullshit.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, two, watch two.
Check 13. Check.
Jackson down. Throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Slam.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
Under 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Choose the mic. Stop your whining.
Mike two. Yeah. We don't want none.
Mike two. Watch two.
And we're pretty quiet, team.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they
Good throw.
work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Mike two. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep burning.
Mike two. Watch two.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the curl.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to...
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
He got his X factor now.
John Ross on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, two, watch two. Watch one.
6 down. Check 6 down.
Choose the mic.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. Watch two.
Hey, keep it up.
Choose the mic. Coming in.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down. The 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Joe Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. Doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. He comes to the quarterback. You saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time.
This nigga, deep ball, man. Keep overthrowing that nigga, man.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Go get him. Go get him. Get him.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Watch two. I got him. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You got it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Bound to lose one. 2's the mic. Get your swerve on. Watch twist.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And some room to work. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
What the
and so
fuck?
far,
Come on.
just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jackson now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Shift.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They bought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Shoot.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 39, Jackson. That's incomplete.
Fighting over the goddamn pick,
My
man.
goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's see what you got.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 1.
fourth down. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator,
And now here's another interception. Grady Williams picks it off. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Motion. Mike two. I got him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bernard. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Good game, Roy.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Switch it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now.
Superstar.